how does the create your own content feature in the Superglot app work? I'm going to answer that in this video. So you will find that feature from here, practice modes, and then create own content. So let's start from here. Create new content. Visibility, either private or public. If you set it to public, it needs to be approved by the moderators. So let's keep it private first. And then we will put just the metadata. So it's kind of like the anchor for the question where we link the translations later. So these don't matter. No one is going to see these anywhere uh, when they learn the content. So content placeholder. What what would be a good question? What was the first capital of Finland? We select the topic, capitals, difficulty, hard. So the distinction between easy and hard, I explained in the vocabulary practice mode video. Check it from there. But easy, if I keep it short, easy is anything relevant for language learners. That's too obvious for natives, and hard is something like general knowledge, things like you might see in the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So this one is hard. We can upload a picture here. I'm not going to do that yet because I don't have a good picture for this. And then the choices, the correct answer is Turku. We will write Helsinki, Tampere, and Vaasa. Save main content. Then we add the actual translations. And let's pick English here. In target language, Finnish. It actually doesn't matter in what order you choose English or Finnish, or if you don't choose anything here. This only affects the explanation box here, because now the explanation is created for this pair when the source language is English and target language Finnish. So English explanation for the Finnish question and answer. So keep that in mind. It doesn't matter what you have here. It only affects the explanation. So let's add everything here. So actually you need to know about this question image field. The picture we have here is the default picture. But if we need a certain language to have a different language, we upload the custom picture here or here. For example, if the question was about a situation, like how would you say, how would the student greet the teacher? If the target language was English, we would add a setting which shows a school in the US. And if it was in if the target language was Finnish, we would have a typical Finnish school and Finnish people. But we can always use the default picture. We always use that, but if we find something here, then we prioritize that one. Okay, the question answer was, what was the first capital of Finland? Mikä oli Suomen ensimmäinen pääkaupunki? We don't write anything in the question transliteration because these are Latin languages, Latin-based languages. If we had a different script here, like Chinese characters or Japanese or whatever, we would write here the transliteration in Latin script. And here we can record the question audio, actually straight from here. Let's check how it works. Oh no, what? I think I might have accepted it. Okay, let's try again. Oh, that was accept recording. Play recording. Okay, re-record. What was the first capital of Finland? Actually, we should discard the recording. Okay, I'm going to do it just for finish. Mikä oli Suomen ensimmäinen pääkaupunki? Let's listen.
Mikä oli Suomen ensimmäinen pääkaupunki?
Okay, accept. And that's how easy it is to add an audio. The answer translation. The first capital of Finland was Turku. Suomen ensimmäinen pääkaupunki oli Turku. Again the same. Let's record the answer in Finnish. Suomen ensimmäinen pääkaupunki oli Turku.
Suomen ensimmäinen pääkaupunki oli Turku.
Accept. I might actually disable adding the link yourself and just recording the audio here. I had this link-based system also, like either record or copy-paste the link, because that's how I have it in the admin portal. But I guess people could add any links here and that wouldn't be good. So I might disable it for the community content creation. And alternative answer. So this is the full answer. Okay, I have a typo here, capital. Turku was the first capital of Finland. So we have to keep in mind the unscramble mode that I showed you in one video. You can, if we only have one option here, this one, then you need to have the question. The words in this order, but we can add here in the alternative answer fields as many correct answer orders to allow alternative, like correct answers. Turku oli Suomen ensimmäinen pääkaupunki. And if we had more, we can add as many as we want, like even 1 million if there's no limit. Okay, Turku, Helsinki here. Then Tampere. Then Vaasa. I'm not actually sure if Vaasa is written with one A in English like it is in Swedish. Let's check. And English. It's with two A's, okay? So Vaasa. And no alternative choices. If Turku had some alternative names, we could add those here because alternative choice that means the one missing word. So keep in mind, with only these fields, we will be able to build all the 4 practice modes, exercise types, multi-option, write, unscramble, speak. And the question and answer is used by all of the 4 modes. The alternative answer is used by the unscramble and the speak mode. The alternative correct choices are used by write mode and also the speak mode, because in the speak mode you can record the whole sentence or only the missing word. And here we can add now the explanation for these Finnish fields. So in English, like mikä means what, oli means was, and like as detailed as you ever want. But I'm not writing anything here yet. Okay, and save translations. So we always separately um, save the main content first, and then the translations and the explanation. It's just a decision I made because of how many bugs I had when everything was everything was saved with one button. That was really problematic. Okay, I have now added one question. It should be here. Yes, it's visible here. And let's go back. Actually, we should be able to. Okay, oh yeah, I totally forgot. Now we need to choose source language because if we want to use it to test it inside this create your own content mode, we need to choose the source language and target language because we might have actually 100 like translations in 100 languages for this uh, content piece of content. So we now see only the question placeholder. And this is actually the only place where it matters what the question placeholder is. You need to um, keep that in mind that this one is the anchor, and all the translations are then anchored to this main content uh, field. But it's like you can see here, now when I chose the source and target language, I can press study because it knows now what languages I want to learn with this. And if it exists, we get the study button. We can choose the modes. I choose only multiple choice. And then we can see how it works. Immediately inside here in the create your own question um, feature, which is really convenient. But you need to keep in mind that you won't get any experience points or anything when you study your own content here. You can actually, when you add all your content to question playlists and make paths or trees from those question playlists. But this is entirely to test it immediately after you create some content. So that was all about this feature, create your own content. Now we have covered vocabulary practice and create own content. Next, we will continue to all these remaining four, and then we will show you how our challenge modes work. Join our waiting list if you want to test the app yourself. See you in the next video. Bye.